Hi, I wanted to show you these battery packs that I got from Jehu Garcia through eBay. If we look at this one right here, this is a 2P10S. And I tried to charge them up to 40.2 volts. It's lost a little bit since I've charged them up. What I was thinking about doing is adding on 2P4S, adding inline, which I've done to this pack right back here, and that brought that up to 53.778 volts. And if we add those up, 8.2 watts per cell, which could be 8.4. Let's put 8.4 times 28. That's what this would be when you add those onto this pack here. 235 watts times 58, let's say, packs. That's about 13 and a half kilowatt hours. So the question I have, and maybe somebody could comment on this, should I add these on? Now, these packs right here, how as they came, they had a BMS for the 10S 2P. There's a BMS built right into this, which is right here. That's a BMS. But the things that I added on here are not. And what Jehu was saying, that you put these in a kind of a parallel, in little strips, parallel, and have these are XT60s. I like have an XT80, which is 80 amp, in there, and then put them into a big bus bar. So 13.5 kilowatts, that would be more usable than my lead acid battery bank that I have now for my 48 volt system that I have, Outback system, which can produce up to 8,000 watts, which it never has. I think the most I've ever put out of there is like 3,500 watts at one time, maybe 4,000. It's got two separate inverters in it, and each are 4,000, and I've never seen the other one kick on yet. So, because the battery bank is just not strong enough for it to do so, because it's 20 kilowatts, but what is usable is between 5 and 10 kilowatts. The only way you can make those last. And they've been hooked up for 3 years now, so they're getting long on the tooth for lead acid batteries. So the question is, should I build these packs up, put these in parallel, and develop a system, or tear these apart and do this right here? This is 15 by 20, which is 300 cells, and I've already started making some of these packs. I'm tearing my 100 packs apart, my parallel ones that I have in 100, and making these. And I'm actually spot welding them together, 5, 5, and 5, and then I'm going to have 2 bus bars going down here that I'll connect. So there'll be, these will be 300 and 300p in parallel, and then I need to make 14 of these. So 300p, let's say we get the same thing, 8.4 times 300. That's 2.5 kilowatt hours per pack times 14. That's about 35 kilowatt hours packs when you put them all together. And that would be a lot better for my 48 volt system than these. So I'm hoping that somebody will have an idea that I continue making these and use these for something, rather than tearing these batteries apart and putting them in my 300 packs. If you have any suggestions, please make a comment down below. I would greatly appreciate input on this. Thank you. By the way, this is to show you one of the packs that I'm soldering right now. I've only got one strip done. And I'm using a 709 709A. I have a 709AD, which I'm going to convert to 240 volts. I'm going to try that out. The 709A seems to be working okay. It's only 110 volts. But thank goodness it's working, because the other one, it won't work on 110 volts.